Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of the movie Outland, and this is an older movie. It's one of my favorites from way back in the day. If you get a chance to watch it, you could do far worse. It came out in 1981. It is an action, crime, science fiction drama. This has got an interesting plot, a very compelling plot. So you got to pay attention because the plot is very deep, very involved. A federal marshal finds himself all alone and marked for murder after he uncovers a drug smuggling conspiracy. It's got the feel of, I don't know, of the only good man in a bad town kind of thing, like the Old West. It's essentially a cop show in the genre of a Western set in space. Yeah, that's a mouthful, but you got to watch it because it's well worth it. Okay, it fits the bill and it hits every point. Okay, fires on all cylinders, as it were. The parallel of a lone good cop at the mercy of a group of bad cops and criminals is very reminiscent of the lone sheriff standing off an outlaw gang in the Old West. But this takes place on a moon of Jupiter. And I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to say it. But it's one of the moons of Jupiter. Okay. It has the feel of all of it combined. Science fiction, the Old West, a cop show, the lone cop taking on bad cops and criminals and blah, blah, blah. It again, all of that combined. It's essentially high noon, good versus evil in space. And again, it hits all the high points, let me tell you. This has a great cast. My absolute favorite actor of all time, Sean Connery, stars as the Marshal. With him is Francis Sternhagen, Peter Boyle, James Sicking, Kika Markham, Clark Peters, Stephen Burkhoff, and John Ratzenberger. For those of you who aren't familiar with that actor, he was on Cheers for a long time. He played the know-it-all dude at the bar. I want to say he was a mailman. Anyway, in this, great actor. Great actor. Everybody in this is good. When I do the standouts of this, I try to pick somebody who's usually not center stage, as it were. In this, it's hard not to, because it's Sean Connery. And Sean Connery is brilliant. In everything he ever did, he was brilliant. The man could take a shitty movie and make it brilliant. That's how good he was. He plays Marshal William T. O'Neill. The cast in this movie is excellent. Sean Connery played off of everyone else beautifully. He's one of those guys who makes everybody around him better. When he plays a character that is desperate, you feel the desperation. When he's playing the mental chess game with the bad guys, you feel it because he doesn't have to say it to emote it. You know it automatically. You feel what he's feeling because of his body language, the way he acts. He's just freaking cool. Everything he does is good. The man was the very first James Bond. Come on. You can't get cooler than that. On top of that, he plays the good guy. In space, with a shotgun. Just like boom, 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 right down the line. What you need. And again, it doesn't get any better than Sean Connery. This movie, if you get a chance to watch it, you gotta pay close attention because it's got some twists and turns. It's not a chintzy little plot. This has, because of the dynamic of being like high noon in space, essentially. Actually, I did a movie review of a movie called Waco, and at least I think I did. If not, I'm going to. At any rate, Waco was a great old Western. To me, this was kind of more that than high noon, but any way you want to look at it, it's like a Western cop show in space. It's like You can't go wrong with that. Well, they could have gone wrong easily, but they didn't, because it was a complex plot. They could have screwed it up, but they didn't. They did it beautifully. If you get the chance to watch this show, you'll see what I mean. The movie is Outland from 1981. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.